Winning is usually the most important focus on the racecourse, and while good looks make no difference to boat speed, creating a visual impact is often just as important. When Jim and Susan Swartz bought the successful Mini Maxi Momo, they wanted to give her a new look. A bold, vibrant new hull colour and a new name, Vespa, was the start. Upgrading her Doyle Sails wardrobe was another, and then came the new graphics. They were designed by Susan, who has had paintings in many exhibitions around the world. Doyle Sails' Stratis sail art technology created the images by printing onto the outer surfaces of the sail with a giant printer using sustainable, durable, non-toxic inks. The printed layers were laid down as part of the lamination process and then cured under heat and pressure to make the artwork an integrated part of the sail. What's more, the process is designed to light up the images when the sun is shining through. Perhaps distraction is one of Vespa's tactics. If there's one area in the sailing boat building world that's growing at an impressive rate, it must surely be multi-hulls. And performance cats seem to be stealing the show. HH have just revealed one of their latest designs, the HH660. Designed by Morelli and Melvin, the 60 is understood to be the natural successor to the 55 and provides more space and performance. According to HH, 7 have been sold already, with 5 currently in build. One of the key features on the 60 is the large fore triangle, which provides plenty of options for multiple headsails, key for changing gear. The forward helm position is an option that has been popular, with more than half of the current buyers ticking this box. Another popular choice has been the owner's hull configuration, and with this much space and volume to play with, who wouldn't? Boots. They're a personal thing, and it's hardly surprising. They don't just keep us dry, but are an essential link with the boat. Perhaps that's why we get so attached to our favourites. But sometimes a boot can achieve a cult status of its own. The Dubarry Crosshaven boot was inspired by discussions with 4 top Volvo Ocean Race sailors. One of the key topics was a request that the gaiter should be an integral part of the boot. So prototypes were made, trials were conducted, and the Crosshaven boot went into production, and the journey to the superstar boot began. Dubarry took a similar approach when it came to a new collection of quality crew uniforms for the superyacht market. They started by looking at how, when and for what crew use their kit, and have now launched their Aquatech range of shirts, jackets, hats, trousers and more. If there's one stretch of water that can split opinions in Europe, it surely has to be the North Sea. It's a tough place, famous for tough weather. So when it comes to the North Sea Regatta, it's hardly surprising that this event has also developed something of a reputation. This year, North Sea Week celebrated its 100th anniversary and drew over 100 boats and 1,000 sailors, and included the biennial 510-mile Pantaenius round Skagen race. The offshore classic starts from Helgoland, rounds the notorious Skagerrak and finishes in the Baltic port of Kiel. And while the next round Skagen race isn't until 2024, plans are afoot to run an alternative offshore race in the odd-numbered years in between. Such is the pull of the notorious North Sea. It seems like the bigger the reputation of an offshore race, the more likely it is to be described by just 2 words. The Fastnet, the Hobart are 2 good examples, and so is the Transpac, the 2,225-mile American classic from Los Angeles to Hawaii. Next year we'll see the 52nd edition of a race that is famous for delivering a downwind sleigh ride across the Pacific. Yet the reality is that despite the apparent simplicity of a course that has just one turning mark 26 miles from the start before a 2,200-mile leg that follows, winning this race is never straightforward. The light winds of the North Pacific High make sure of that. What is certain is that by the time crews approach the finish, few want to get off. So it's not difficult to see why the Transpac continues to prove so popular, and why it has just 2 words in its name.